Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm your host, Aley Hammer, and today we're joined with Matt Gillam, the Chief Product and Technology Officer at Sonder. Matt, thank you so much for being here today. Can you start by telling us a little bit about the fascinating work that you do at Sonder?
Yeah, sure. So Sonder was essentially founded with a mission of wanting to help people. And the founders had this vision of wanting to be able to get help to anybody's side anywhere in the world within 20 minutes. And the way we're going about trying to achieve that is primarily through our technology platform and features in the mobile app. But it's also underpinned by our support team, who are a really highly skilled team of people with safety and clinical expertise who are available 24/7. And also a network of responders who we can deploy to go and physically help people who need it. So our responders are people who are in the local community, typically with emergency services backgrounds, but are like really passionate about helping people. Our business started, it's evolved quite a lot since we started a few years ago. We started off in the education space, supporting international students who are studying in Australia and New Zealand. And since then, we've expanded out to also support staff in large enterprises like retailers, banks, and we're now also partnering with government and not-for-profit organisations. In fact, one of those partnerships, which is with a perinatal anxiety charity called Gidget, has actually now made our app available to all parents in New South Wales, which is super exciting.
Wow, how incredible. And especially because Sonder is having such a positive effect on the lives of so many in our community. So as an application born on the cloud, can you share with us the benefits of being on the AWS cloud for your business, but also your customers?
Yeah, sure. So obviously as a startup, we have the twin challenge of needing to be agile enough to rapidly experiment with new features and initiatives, but also be able to scale up in bursts as new customers come on stream. When we take on a big new customer, our member base often grows significantly very quickly. And obviously being an AWS allows us to cope with that rapid scaling really easily. And we also use AWS managed services extensively, and using them means we can prototype and deploy new architectures really quickly, which allows us to easily evolve our platform as our requirements change. But one of the other big benefits, which I've really appreciated personally over the last year, is the support that we get from the AWS team. So, for example, a few months ago, we were evaluating opportunities that required us to achieve some really quite complex security accreditations. And the AWS team were able to help us figure out how to do it, what our options were, and they even introduced us to a specialist consultancy who could help us achieve that, which was super helpful.
Oh, that's really great to hear. And it's so awesome to hear how technology is being used for well-being. So Matt, would you be able to provide us any insight into how AWS has been able to help Sonder rapidly evolve from a company which traditionally was focused more on physical safety to now also focusing on mental health?
Yeah, sure. So we've actually always supported our members with mental health issues, but our technology platform has traditionally been very much oriented around personal safety and features that help people stay safe when they're out and about. So features like journey tracking and time check-ins and that kind of thing. But since the pandemic hit, things have changed quite a lot, and we've seen a big rise in issues around loneliness, isolation, and issues arising from the stress of lockdowns and working from home for extended periods and that kind of thing. So mental health is obviously a massive and growing problem, and supporting people with their mental health is probably now about half of the work that we do. So in response to that, we've done a couple of things. We've built out the clinical expertise we have in the support center and the support network, but we've also added a bunch of wellbeing features to the app. So things like self-help and wellbeing content, and tools to help us reach out and engage with our members more, and to encourage our members to reach out to us for lower threshold worries and concerns. And obviously all these features we've developed and deployed on AWS, which has allowed us to rapidly build, test, and roll out these features in a super quick and efficient way.
So inspiring. And I know I've said it a million times, but, to use technology for such a good cause is really fascinating to me. So what's next? What does the future hold for Sonder? Do you have anything exciting that's coming up that you can share with us? I mean, you've spoken a lot about all the amazing stuff you were able to do in 2020. What's coming up?
Yeah, sure. So one of the things I'm most excited about is our new data platform. Because of the work that we do, we've got a lot of data on the issues that people are facing and the kind of help people are seeking. And I want to be able to leverage that data to be able to generate insights that can help our partners to continually improve their wellbeing programs. So for example, we've got access to where hotspots of mental health issues are, but also related data. So ultimately, we'd like to be able to use predictive analytics to identify these issues early, and proactively intervene before things get so serious that people need to seek that kind of higher threshold help. And these are sort of insights both at client level and a sector level that organizations have just not had access to in the past, but which can be super useful to provide tactical and strategic help in supporting their team's well-being. So to make that happen, we've been building a data lake and a data warehouse on AWS, where we're now bringing together all our various disparate data sources to build a comprehensive view of the network. And then as our next step, we're going to be using AWS's machine learning services to start building predictive models and actionable insights on top of our data. And yeah, we think this could be a real game changer for how we support our members. So we're super excited about it.
That's incredible. I mean, and finally, to celebrate a new year with Community Chats, we've decided to mix things up a bit. We never do this. We've never done it before, but we want to ask our customers, what is your top tip for creating a really fun working culture within your business? I know a lot of companies need some advice with COVID and, you know, working remotely. How do you guys do this?
Yeah, sure. So as I see it, some people are just really awesome at organizing that social side of the team. And I think the trick is to find who those people are and just give them what they need to crack on with it. Because I'll be honest, I'm not particularly great at that side of things. I don't think I'd ever make it as a party planner, to be honest. But you know, there's normally someone in the team who loves doing that stuff and is good at it. So I always think the best thing to do is figure out who's really passionate about it and let them go for it. I mean, I think another important part is creating an inclusive culture, because it's kind of hard to be able to relax and have fun if you don't have that psychological safety. And our tech team at the moment is super diverse. We've got like 15 nationalities in it and growing. So making sure everyone feels welcome and accepted in the team is obviously super important there as well. So yeah, I think psychological safety first, then find a social guru who you can delegate to. I guess that's my tip.
Matt, I love that tip. Thank you so much. And honestly, thank you so much for being on the show today. And to all our viewers, we'll see you next time. Thanks.
Thanks very much.